Welcome back to the Perth Racing Preview. We're up to race number 7, the Lawmaker sprint over 1,200 metres, and what a horse he was. He was the last horse to take the treble off up in Kalgoorlie. The Lawmaker sprint, 1,200 metres, and we'll look at the past runs of Mr. Diagnosis, talk to Peter Nucky, and then the last runs of Valicia Innovation and Royale Harvest. What a run she was when she resumed, and Stephen Parnham will be the rider of Innovation. We'll also hear from him.
A couple of other ones to keep an eye on, Marty. Forest Frolic, resuming after 3 trials, but I think he'll struggle over the 1,200 this week. Go the Cert, who ran 6 of 9 last start at Belmont over the 1,000 metres, and he'll actually be included in the past run we'll take a look at. Prince of Vassac, who ran 3rd of 9 in the trials last start. He's resuming today after 2 trials. Silver Seam, after her first up run the other day, she ran 8 of 9th. She'll be looking to improve on the 7 1/4 length she was beaten. And another one includes number 8, Drifter. Drifter ran 3rd of 6 last start at Belmont, which was a slightly improved effort on his last start 4th.
Okay, Mr. Diagnosis really found a winnable race at last start. Peter Nucky let him run along early. And the big fella, who was a very short price favourite, just got in on the line to beat home Stratozoa.
Between horses, Maximus Moneyus, and last on the fence, Mathele. Mr. Diagnosis makes the turn at the 375.2 in front of Drifter. A similar margin then Stratozoa. River Mist is under the Persuader, then Maximus Moneyus. As they come to the 250, and Mr. Diagnosis still with a handy lead. More than a length Drifter. Stratozoa sticking to his guns well, but it's still Mr. Diagnosis. Stratozoa trying to haul him in. Mr. Diagnosis. Stratozoa lunging. Don't think he'll get there. Mr. Diagnosis fell in from Stratozoa.
Peter Nucky was a happy man when Wes Cameron caught up with him at Belmont Park on Wednesday.
He's had 2 nice wins, which we're lucky. We tried a few different things at the stable and it's paid off, and the horse is going well. And this is a stronger class race, but he drops in weight, so it's his 3rd run coming back now, so he should be stronger for it, fitter for it, and the weight drop, a lot of pluses going his way. Naturally, it's a stronger race, but you've got to meet these horses, so we're all confident.
When we go back and have a look at his form in the past, he has acquitted himself well previously against this sort of opposition.
Yeah, they trained him for a few different type of races. He got up to a mile, then he even got up to 2,000 metres and beyond. But now Fred and the stable are training him for the shorter sprint races, and yeah, I can't see why not. He can't be pretty competitive in this.
Now let's go back to the 11th of August. This is a very good form race for this particular event. Now, Valicia won the race. She's up there outside the leader. But what about the late run of Royale Harvest? She's back there significant last and just fails to pin the winner home in the concluding stages. And another one to keep an eye on is Innovation. He's up there 1 out and 1 back. He just holds his ground up the straight to grind into 4th. But take a look at, there's another one included, is Go the Cert. He finishes 6 of 9, but he'll be looking to improve on that today.
At the 300, Valicia in front, a length and a half. Great Nation, Innovation runs on, but Valicia kicks clear. 150 to go, Valicia in front, but here comes Innovation now with his run. It's Valicia from Innovation trying to run it out, then Local Legend. Valicia Innovation, and here's Royale Harvest from nowhere. Look at her come, she flew. Don't know if she got there. Valicia, Royale Harvest, who sprouted wings late in the race. She's come with a mighty run. Innovation will be 3rd.
Wes Cameron caught up with Innovation's rider Stephen Parnham during the week, and this is what he had to say.
First up performance behind Valicia was good.
It was a handy performance. He had 2 trials under his belt going into that 1,000 metre race, and ran a nice race.
Raced just off the speed, and he wasn't beaten too far at the finish.
No, I actually think he's looking for a bit further. I think the 1,200 on Saturday is going to be more to his liking.
Well, selections in the Lawmaker sprint. I think we should throw the spotlight well and truly onto you, Dion, because Royale Harvest, what an eye-catching performance that was. And from the point of view of the Hannon's handicap, as we are now trying to keep an eye on the runs that will really indicate who can win the Hannons, she would be the firm favourite at this stage on that performance.
No, it was a good effort. My father, the trainer Lou Luciani, said last preparation this horse will win the Hannons, and I shook my head and smiled and said, yeah, we'll see how she goes. But after that first up run the other day, well, it's looking good, isn't it?
It certainly is. You've got to consider the last two Hannon's Handicap winners were in that field. Wire Detonator, Go the Search. She was behind them at the top of the lane and gave them windburn and won by 4 lengths. I actually spoke to Lou while you were away and he said, oh, gee, that wasn't supposed to have happened. So she's obviously was a little bit more forward than he thought, and she is spot on. And look, Patna Racing, speed maps that we've had a look at suggests that there's enough speed for her to sit back and run over the top of them, and I think she'll win. Hardest to beat 7, Innovation. I think the 1,200 metres, as Stevie Parnham said in that interview, will suit Innovation. Pretty underestimated horse, Innovation. I've always had a high opinion of him, even when he raced over in South Australia. 4, Silver seemed to come forward, and 3, Prince of Vassac was a very good trial, normally produces well fresh.
For me, Marty, number 9, Royale Harvest, on top to win, off the strength of that first up run. To beat number 2, Go the Cert, looking for a much improved run off Go the Cert this week. He was quite well supported his first up effort, but just didn't fire on the day. I can forgive him for that. And to run third, the in-form horse, number 5, Mr. Diagnosis.